Greetings, man. This is your brother Chief Flying Eagle, aka Lord Amaticon. We about to get into some information right now. We gotta debunk, we gotta dismiss all the brainwashing, the indoctrination. It has to stop. Our people all over the Americas, the so-called black, and I'm saying so-called black because we ain't black. I don't want nobody calling me black. I don't want nobody calling me African American. I don't want nobody calling me none of that. You feel me? But all the people who are coined those terms, thinking that they're from Africa, you know what I mean? We were lied to. That slave trade never happened. It was a lie. It was a movie that was created and brought to real life, thinking it's real in your mind. You feel me? It was all part of a great scheme of a plan. Now, I'm going to show you that there were people in the Caribbean before the people were called Arawak, Taino, and the Caribs. And I'm going to show you the areas that they were in. But his story would want you to think that after 7,000 years, these people just vanished out of thin air. They no longer exist. It is all paper genocide, my people. Paper genocide. They made our people extinct on paper. So let's get into this. We're going to go into the oldest archaeological site in the Caribbean, and that's in Trinidad. It's called Banwari Trace in Trinidad. Now, do your own due diligence. Don't believe anything I say because in the word believe is the word lie. I don't do belief systems. All right. And that's from 5,000 to 7,000 BCE. The first group we have, the Casimaroid, they were all over the Caribbean in 4,000 to 2,000 BC, the early settlers pre-agriculture. Then we have the Autoroid. They were in Puerto Rico and the Lesser Antilles, 3,000 to 500 BC. Forages with stone tool cultures. Then we have the Siboney, aka the Guanahatabe. They were in Western Cuba, all over Haiti, which is what's called Hispaniola, in Jamaica, St. John's and the Virgin Islands, 1500 BCE. Well, to all you Jamaicans who think that the Arawaks and the Taino were the old earliest people, well, guess what? No, the Siboney, Guanahatabe people were there before them. But were they? I'll give you the caveat after that. Okay, they were an archaic group of pre-Taino in Jamaica. But were they? We'll get into that in a few seconds. Then we have the Saladoid. They were in Venezuela and they moved to the Caribbean 500 to 600 BCE. Pottery and agriculturalists. Then we have the Arawak and the Taino, the Greater Antilles, 600, 1500 BCE. CE, pardon me. And then we have the Caribs, now called the Kalinago. People always ask, well, Chief, why did you change your name? That's the reason why I changed my name. You see, when you step into truth, you could no longer leave the lie. The name Kalinago was only coined in 2015 to replace the name Caribs. Why do you think that happened? Because when you look at the Kalinagos in Dominica right now, they look like the Native Americans in the United States. They look like the Mexicans. They look like the Mongolians. Okay? It was done all over the Americas. They are not the original people. And that's why I stopped using the name Kalinago. Because in a vision, it came to me that they are not the original people. The Caribs are the original people. And the Caribs are so-called black people, so-called Negro people. You feel me? Now, where all these people originate from? They migrated from Central and South America and Mesoamerica. Mesoamerica was considered the all of Central Southward Mexico, Belize, Guatemala, El Salvador, parts of Honduras, Nicaragua, which, by the way, the name America came from, which is Amerique. It came from a tribe in Nicaragua called Amerique, okay? And Costa Rica. Here's some more news for you, all right? The Hohokam, which is spelled Hohokam, Hokam, that was in the United States, the Anasazi and the Mississippian culture in the US, they were already trading for thousands of years with people in Mesoamerica, interacting. You feel me? So once again, I'm showing you how connected our people are. We are one people. Now, going back to the people in Jamaica and the Caribbean who think they came from Africa, here's the caveat. The Taino, the Kalinago, and the Arawaks, they are the same people from 7,000 years ago, just called different names by colonization and made them extinct on paper. You feel me? They still here in the Americas. They are still in the Caribbean, being called Taino, Arawak, and Caribs. Now, Kalinago, giving you a different perspective of what they look like, when indeed the so-called people that think they came from Africa on slave ships, they are the same people. We are the original people of the Americas. Wake up, my people. Wake up. Because once again, I'm going to show you, where are they in Jamaica? Where are they in Haiti? Where are they in Cuba? Where are they in St. John's and the Virgin Islands? Isn't it ironic that all these people, the majority, over 95% of the people, they are so-called black people, and they want us to believe that they came from Africa on slave ships? But these original people just vanished? All right. Like I said, I don't do belief systems. Peace and love.